Special thanks to Patreon supporter Godzilla King of the Monsters for making this tutorial possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, Stryker here bringing you another Minecraft Modern Warfare vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the M1130 CV Stryker. The M1130, known as the Command Vehicle, or abbreviated as CV, is an armored command vehicle based on the Stryker platform. It is used within the brigade to provide means to receive information, analyze and transmit data, and control forces carrying out combat missions. The CV provides an operational platform for elements of command within the Stryker Brigade combat team. The CV integrates the C4ISR equipment for the unit commanders. It has the ability to access aircraft power and antenna systems to plan missions while en route aboard aircraft. So yeah, the M1130 CV commander's vehicle here for the Stryker family of vehicles is a very interesting variant and kind of again a nice variant to expand upon our ever-growing family of Stryker variants. This one here came out really nice, again like with our Stryker models, and will again find a nice place in Convoy. As we continue to build more and more of these Stryker variants, we're starting to see obviously really good builds coming together for really creating some cool convoys and some cool cool designs here. We don't have just the standard stereotypical Stryker or the mobile gun system. We actually have some of the really unique variants that really will make up an actual Stryker brigade task force, and this here is an awesome addition and basically a very important vehicle being your command vehicle. Before we go and take a look at the vehicle, I do want to go and give special thanks to Patreon supporter Godzilla King of the Monsters. If you're interested in supporting the channel more you guys already do, feel free to check my Patreon page. Link is always in the video description, where you can pledge a small amount to the channel every month, and in doing so earn a vehicle or request of your choosing. It really helps support the work I do on my channel and is very greatly appreciated, so if you're interested, definitely feel free to check that out. Again, links always in the video descriptions. With that though, let's go and move in here to taking a look here at the Stryker M1130. So going ahead and taking a look at it, it's very similar to some of our other variants that we've done in the past and all that stuff. Obviously it's the same vehicle, so there's gonna be a lot of similarities to it. I did try to add some little differences here and there to kind of spruce it up a little bit, and I think it definitely looks unique in its own sense. Beginning with, we have this little section here, which is basically the drivers. Now it kind of has this interesting design where there's a lot of pictures of this with the hatch kind of opened up and this glass kind of windshield that goes around, or windscreen. So I decided to go ahead and kind of implement that a little bit in my own way. I think it looks kind of cool and definitely breaks it up a little bit. Obviously if this was in a combat scenario, you probably want to go with the other designs we were using on some of our other Strykers, so like this, but just to kind of make this more unique, and probably since this is not going to be a total frontline unit, we have the kind of hatch opened up and the glass around here to give the driver a little bit more vision. As we progress further back, we have the turret here, so the remote controlled turret, very standard with a lot of our Stryker variants, just a 50 cal and some smoke grenade dispensers mounted onto that system. We have a bunch of antennas, obviously, as this is a commander's or command unit. We have a lot of antennas, a lot of the communication equipment and all that stuff to basically allow this vehicle to carry out its missions. But other than that, overall pretty much the same Stryker we all know and love and have been seen in the past few months as a tutorial across our different variants. Without further ado, let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer, layer number 1. Alright guys, moving into our first layer, go ahead and begin with layer 1. For layer 1 to get started with here, we're going to take our polished blackstone, we're going to place down 2 polished blackstone stairs upside down, back to back, just like that, to go ahead and form these 2 front wheels like so. We're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick top slab here next to this polished blackstone stair, followed by an iron trapdoor and an air stone brick top slab over. And same thing is going to happen right here, stone brick top slab, iron trapdoor, stone brick top slab. We then want to place down 2 polished blackstone stairs upside down, back to back, just like so, to go ahead and make the right front. So with the forward axles complete, we want to go ahead and then skip 2 blocks back from our front wheels here, or the front half there of our wheels. And we're going to go ahead and place down another set of 2 of polished blackstone stairs upside down, back to back, like that to both sides, like so. And we're going to then just place down another row of 2 of polished blackstone stairs coming off that stair like this to both sides like so. And then a stone brick top slab on the insides here, iron trapdoor, and then again a stone brick top slab like this to both sides and an iron trapdoor there in the center for those axles. After we have that all complete, that's going to wrap up what we have there for layer 1. Taking a look at it from the top down view, this is what we should have. And with that, let's go ahead and move into our next layer, layer number 2. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our next layer, we have layer number 2. For layer 2, to get started with here, we're going to place down 2 polished black stone stairs, which will be back to back on top of these upside down stairs for each wheel. So just like this, and same thing back here, like so. And after we have that done, we want to go ahead and then place down a stone brick wall on top of each one of these stone brick top slabs. And we're also going to place down an anvil on top of each one of these iron trapdoors, like so. We're going to go then place down a row of 3 of green terracotta between these polished black stone stairs. And same thing right here. And also between these stairs here and this row of stairs also on the back there. This middle space here, we're going to place down 2 rows of 3 of green terracotta across, followed by a dark oak top slab to both sides there. And then at this point, we're going to go to the front here. We're going to place down a row of 3 of green terracotta across, followed by a row of 3 of dark oak top slabs. A item frame coming off those 2 top slabs, and in those item frames we're going to place down tripwire hooks and rotate the tripwire hooks so they're facing downwards, like so. Then to the sides here on these green terracotta blocks, we're going to place down a zombie head to both ends. Going toward the rear of the aircraft, or the rear of the vehicle, we're going to place down 2 green terracotta blocks, followed by a dark oak upside down stair to both sides, a dark oak upside down corner stair coming off those stairs toward the back here. And then we very simply want to go ahead and place down ourselves a end rod in the center here, and then a zombie head coming off both ends of the end rod, like so. And once we have that done, we want to then place down an item frame on those 2 stairs, and in those item frames we're going to place down tripwire hooks and rotate them so that they're facing downwards, like that. And after that's all complete there, that right there is going to wrap up what we have there for layer 2 for the structure. Take a look at it from above here, this is what we should have for the final product there. And one thing we're also going to go ahead and do for this layer is to build these little banners here for the wheels to kind of give them a little bit more detail. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the necessary materials to make these, and I'll see you guys here in a sec to put those banner wheels. Alright guys, so moving into making these banner wheels, they're really simple to make. We're just going to need 2 black banners, obviously our loom, 2 green dye, and 4 black dye. We're going to start off by going into our loom, placing down each of our black banners in the loom and our green dye. We're going to go and select the line vertically on the left side for our first banner and the line vertically on the right side for our second banner. It's going to create these 2 banners like so. Both these banners here are going to go ahead and go back into our loom along with our black dye, and we want to go and then select the horizontal line across the top and the horizontal line across the bottom there with our black dye, and same thing here will be done for our other banner here. With that all complete, we're going to go and very simply just go ahead and place down our banners on the sides here of these stairs like so. And basically what this will do is go ahead and kind of complete our wheel design here and just kind of add a little bit more of a unique look to them, and make them look a little bit more detailed and like wheels. So, with that all complete there, that is going to wrap up what we have there for layer 2, and with that we'll move into layer number 3. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3 to get started with here, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick wall on top of each one of these stone brick walls from the previous layer, like so for our suspension. And then in between these walls, we're going to place down green terracotta. And after we have that done, we want to go ahead and then place down a row of 3 of green terracotta here, a row of 3 across here, a row of 3 here, and then a row of 5 across this section, another row of 3 here, and then a row of 3 across right there. Then going back up to the front here, we're going to place down a second row of 3 going toward the front, followed by a third row, and then a fourth row like that to bring us to the very front there. At this point, on the front, we're going to go and place down an item frame to the right side here, or will be the left side of the vehicle, and then a white bed, and the item frame rotated on its side. We're going to go ahead and place down dark oak signs on these 2 green terracotta blocks. If you're on Java, a feature we can do also is place down the sign on the side of the block as well as the item frame, and this creates this cool look like so. This is a feature that's not available for all Minecraft versions, so just take note of that. Java, you can definitely do it, or versions you are not able to, so if you're on Java, go ahead and do this feature. If you're on Bedrock or Pocket Edition, just go ahead and disregard the sign and just have your item frame, and that'll work just fine. After that, we're going to go then place down a glass pane to both sides here, then 2 mossy cobblestone walls back on the sides here, and we then want to go and place down a dark oak upside down stair after those walls. After that, we're going to go then place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 dark oak top slabs, and then 1, 2, and 3 dark oak top slabs. We're going to then place down a dark oak upside down stair, again to both sides. We're going to then place down another dark oak upside down stair to the sides, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3 dark oak top slabs, and same thing over here, 1, 2, and 3 top slabs back. We're going to then place down a row of 5 green terracotta across, followed by an item frame, and then we're going to then place down a tripwire hook in the item frame and rotate it so it faces downwards, like so. And we then want to place down a dark oak wood stair on top of these two upside down corner stairs. Coming off of those stairs, we're going to place down item frames. And in those item frames, we're going to place down a green apple. A red apple. And we then want to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood fence gate coming off the front of the stair and open it toward the stair like so. Again, this is a feature only available on Java. If you're on Bedrock, just go ahead and disregard the fence gates. We then want to place down a sign on the side here of these two stairs like so. And in the middle space here, we're going to go ahead and place down a granite wall to both sides and then a green stained glass pane there in the exact center. Also, on the left side here, if you did place this fence gate, go ahead and put a skeleton skull coming off that fence gate as well. And with that all complete there, that is going to basically wrap up what we have there for layer 3, just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything, and everything does appear to be good to go for this layer. So with that all complete, we'll be going ahead and moving into our next layer, layer number 4. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer 4. For layer 4 to start with, we're going to place down an anvil here, on top of that green terracotta block, followed by a zombie head coming off it toward the front, and then a dark oak wood slab to both sides. We then want to place down a dark oak wood fence gate on top of this wall, and have it opened up toward the front there of the build. And on these fence gates here, we're going to place down item frames to both sides, and then snowballs in those item frames for the front headlights. At this point, if you are on Java, we can go ahead and use our give command to go ahead and give ourselves a debug stick. Using this debug stick, we're going to place down a block right here for temporary. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a lever, and we're going to go ahead and rotate the lever. So we're going to select selected facing, and we're going to go ahead and set this by crouching, obviously. And we're going to basically rotate this until it is connected to the side there of our fence gate. And then we can go and then delete this block as it's not needed. Then on top of this lever, we're just going to place down a zombie head at a slight angle like so. And over here on this side, we're going to do the same thing. So place our lever and rotate the side so it's on the side of our fence gate. And we're just going to go in very simply on top of that lever, place down a zombie head there at a slight angle. After that, we want to go ahead and take our dark oak wood stairs, and we want to place down a row of 1, 2, 3 across, and then dark oak wood upside down corner, or sorry, just a regular corner stair to both sides like so. At this point here, going back from this corner stair, we're going to place down another corner stair like that to both sides, and a row 3 of green terracotta across that center space. On the sides here of this corner stair, we're going to place down an item frame, and in that item frame, we want to go ahead and place down a tripwire hook, rotated so it's facing downwards, and same thing over here on this side, like so. And actually, we want this tripwire hook facing upwards, so we're going to go and leave that one upwards, not downwards. We then want to take our green terracotta, and we're going to place down a row of row of 5 across. We're going to then place down a second row of 5. Over here on the left side, we're going to place down an item frame, and in that item frame, we want to go and then place down a iron bar. We're going to then place down 2 rows of 3 of green terracotta, and then 2 green shulker boxes coming off those rows of 3 like so on their sides. And then we're going to place down dark oak wood buttons on the side there of those boxes. We then want to take our green terracotta, we're going to place down another row of 5 going across, followed by a second row, a third row, 4, 5, and 6 going across like so. And we then want to go ahead and go to the back here. We're going to place down a granite wall on top of those 2, and then a green stained glass pane there in the center. We're going to then place down a mossy cobblestone wall out to both sides like so. And for our spare gas tanks in the back here, we're going to place down a green shulker box on top of those fence gates. We're going to go ahead and wrap our dark oak wood signs around these 3 sides of those shulker boxes, and same thing over here, like so. And in the actually trying to make sure, actually that's all good to go. One thing we can also do here is add some tools mounted on the side of the vehicle. So on this side here, we're just going to place down some iron frames, and we'll just throw some iron tools in there, rotate on their side for some extra tools mounted to the side of the vehicle. And other than that, that really is about it for what we have there for layer number 4. And with that, that is going to move us on to layer number 5. Alright guys, moving to our next layer, we have layer number 5. For layer 5, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a dark oak wood top slab over this spot right here. Then coming off it, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair back like so. We then want to take our item frames, we're going to go ahead and wrap it around this top slab, and we're going to then place down light gray stained glass panes in those item frames. We then want to place down a item frame here to both sides, followed by green terracotta like so. Just note that these item frames will only be able to be placed on Java, just due to item frames not being able to be in the same block space as one another, so just keep that in account if you are on a different version. After we get to this point here, we're going to go then grab anvils. We're going to place down 2 anvils, like that across. And we also want to go and grab zombie heads. And we're going to place down a zombie head here on both sides of this dark liquid stair and try to keep the faces of the zombie head facing toward this stair like so. After that, we're going to then place down a dark liquid stair here to the side. And we then want to go and follow this up by placing down a lectern like so. And then taking our polished blackstone, we're going to place down a polished blackstone full block and then a polished blackstone stair coming off that toward the front. Next to this stair here, a polished blackstone, we're going to place down a dark liquid stair, followed by a dark liquid sign on the front of it, and then grabbing ourselves a dark liquid trapdoor. We're going to place down a dark liquid trapdoor coming off the face here of this polished blackstone stair. And then to the sides here, we're going to place down 2 polished blackstone walls to the sides there like so. We're going to go then place down a row of 5 of dark liquid stairs across, and then a dark liquid sign on the sides here of those stairs. After that, we're going to go ahead and actually swap out the stairs on the sides here. These are actually going to be corner stairs, so we're going to go ahead and just change the, actually it's just going to be the left side, so the left side's going to be a corner stair, the right side's just going to be a normal stair, and we'll place a dark liquid sign on the side there as well. After that, we're going to take our green terracotta, we're going to place down a row of 3 across, followed by a second row of 3, then a third row. Actually, my bad, it's going to be real quick, one quick adjustment, is this block right here, so our second row, we are going to have a green shulker box located right there. Anyways, after this, we have this row 3 of green terracotta, we're going to place down a second row, a third row, and then a fourth, and then we're going to then place down a green terracotta, green shulker box in the middle, green terracotta block to both sides, and then a row 3 of green terracotta blocks across the back there. Followed by a dark liquid button on both sides, and then a dark liquid fence gate, which will be coming off the center there. We're also going to go and grab zombie heads, and on top of these green shulker boxes, we're just going to place down a zombie head like so. At this point, we're going to go then take our mossy cobblestone walls. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 along the sides here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Taking our green stained glass panes and start on the right side, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 green stained glass panes coming off those walls, followed by an item frame here, and then a tripwire hook in the item frame rotated so it's facing downwards. Over here, same thing. We're going to start at the same position. So this first wall here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Green stained glass panes back, item frame, and then a tripwire hook in the item frame rotated so it's facing downwards. We then have the layer complete, actually, just double checking, make sure I'm not missing anything, and everything does appear to be good to go. So that right there will conclude what we have there for layer number 5, and with that we'll be going ahead and moving into our final layers, which are going to be layers 6 through 11. Alright guys, moving into our final layers here, we have layers 6 through 11. For these layers to go ahead and get started with, we want to go ahead and very simply start off by placing down a dark liquid slab on top of this second mossy cobblestone wall on the right side. We're also going to place down a dark liquid sign on the side of it. We then want to go ahead and go diagonal in both basically up or forward and back, and we're going to place down a dark liquid slab and then one slab over here. In the center, we're going to place down a spruce wood slab, and then over here to the side, in this corner, we're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall and a dark liquid sign. We then want to go ahead and place down a fence gate coming off this wall like so, and then to the side of the fence gate, we're going to place down a polished blackstone top slab to both sides. Coming off that top slab, we're going to go ahead and also place down wither skeleton skulls. Now on top here for a 50 cal gun, we're going to place down a an anvil, and then a dark liquid fence gate coming off the anvil opened up toward it. We then want to place down a polished blackstone upside down stair, like so, followed by an item frame on the side here of this stair, and then in that item frame we're going to place down a black bed rotated so the pillows facing toward the front, and a dark liquid sign on the side here of this stair, like so if you're on Java. After that's complete, we're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall here on the opposite side, and then taking dark liquid trapdoors, we're going to place down a dark liquid trapdoor coming off this wall and one coming off this item frame like that to both sides there. And the last thing for us to do here is to take chains, place down 2 chains going forward, and a redstone repeater on top there for the sights there for that 50 cal. Now with that all complete, going ahead and continuing on, we want to go ahead and then take zombie heads, and in this corner here we're going to place down a zombie head, this corner, and this corner there at 45 degree angles to kind of help create that circular hatch a little bit better. And at this point, we're going to go ahead and then grab a dark liquid fence post, some end rods, and some iron bars. We're going to place down a dark liquid fence post on top of this mossy cobblestone wall, and a second fence post up, and then on top of that, we want to go and place down a zombie head like so. To the side of it, we're going to place down an end rod on top of that glass pane, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. iron bars up from that end rod. And also taking some dark liquid trapdoors, we're going to place down 2 on top of those 2 anvils, and also 1 on top of this dark liquid top slab there for that little hatch there for the driver. Going ahead and continuing on toward the back here, we want to go ahead and then place down a dark liquid fence post, which will be on top of this mossy cobblestone wall. And we want to go ahead and then go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 iron bars. Or sorry, my bad, this one's only going to be 4. We're going to go and then skip a space, place down another dark liquid fence post, and this one here is going to be 5 iron bars up, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to place down one last one on this last mossy cobblestone wall, and again we're going to go and place down 4 up, like so. After that, over here to the left side of the vehicle, we want to go and go back to our third from last wall. So this wall here, we're going to place down a dark liquid fence post, and this one also is going to go up a total of 5, like that. And then on the back here, we're going to place down a dark liquid fence post here, a mossy cobblestone wall on top of that fence post, and then a zombie head coming off that wall toward the front. And then coming off the zombie head, we're going to place down the zombie head, we're actually going to move this over 1, so it's going to be on top of this green terracotta block, and then our mossy cobblestone wall, and then our zombie head. So, my bad on that one. We're going to go then place down a chain coming off of it, followed by going up and forward at an angle. We're going to then place down a row of 3 of chains, drop this down again. So just like this, so forward and down at an angle. And we're going to then place down another another chain. And then we're going to go and then place down 2 iron bars that go up like so. And then again, 2 chains, just 1 chain going forward like that for that antenna there. And then on the back, we're going to place down a green terracotta block on top of this fence gate there. And we're going to go and then place down a zombie head on top of that. Grab ourselves our spruce wood trapdoors. We're going to place down a spruce wood trapdoor on both sides of this green shulker box, and then we're going to place down a row of 3 of dark liquid buttons there. We then want to grab an item frame. We're going to place down an item frame here in the center, green terracotta block, and then we're going to place down a row of 3 of dark liquid, a row of 2 dark liquid buttons on the right side there. And we then want to place down a cobweb next to this button here, an item frame. And in that item frame, we're going to place down a green terracotta block. Going ahead and continuing to work our way forward, we're going to then place down a redstone repeater right here in front of this cobweb. Separate the notches like so. And lastly, we're going to go ahead and just place down a dark liquid button, which will be on top of this shulker box, like so. And after that's all complete there, that is going to basically wrap up for all the top detailing, looking at it from the top down view, this is what it should look like. And that will conclude layers 6 through 11 here of basically working on the M1130 CV Stryker. Hope you guys do enjoy this tutorial and are able to put it to good use. If you guys do end up using this build, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This will be the link from the sound of the build, tweet to my channel or this video if this does appear on social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for it, you're free to use it for whatever projects you guys are working on. Again, big special thanks to Patreon supporter Godzilla King of the Monsters for making this tutorial possible. And as always, feel free to check my Patreon page, link is always in my video descriptions. With that though, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett 2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.